Welcome to Pod of War number 16. It's me, Masofdas, joined by EofGizmo. How are you today?
Hello. I'm okay, Chris. It's nice to see you all.
Yes. We can't actually see anyone. That's the thing, though.
We can't see anyone right now.
I know. We're going to start like we normally start with the news. There's 8, only 8 items of news this week.
Which is half a baker's dozen.
Sort of, yeah. The first bit, Square has gone a little bit mad. They've announced the dates for Rise of the Tomb Raider on PS4, Dragon Quest Builders, and World of Final Fantasy for Europe, etc. But this is the dates. On September 30th, we will get Final Fantasy 15. On 11th of October, we will get Rise of the Tomb Raider. On the 14th of October, we get Dragon Quest Builders 2. No, it's just Dragon Quest Builders. I'm thinking of Heroes then. And then on the 28th, we get World of Final Fantasy. I'm interested in all those games. Rise of the Tomb Raider, not as much because I've already played it on Xbox, but the VR stuff and the sort of extra content. But I would think Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest Builders, and World of Final Fantasy are definitely going to have a big crossover of audience. Do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing that they got basically all their games coming within less than a month? You know, the first one's the 30th of September, the last one's the 28th of October. That's less than a month, and they've got like I said, Tomb Raider's a little bit different, but
yeah, if you think about how long Final Fantasy 15 is on its own, allegedly, that's and then World of Final Fantasy won't be a short game. I don't think Tomb Raider's that short, is it? I think so.
I think it's like 12 hours.
Yeah, so if you want to, you can probably get 20 hours out of it, couldn't you?
Yeah.
On Dragon Quest Builders, I imagine is quite lengthy as well, so it doesn't really make a lot. And they're all PS4 as well, so it's like you couldn't even really make the argument that I know some of them are on the Vita, but you couldn't even make the argument that they're different platforms. So,
yeah.
Very strange. Very strange. I would have held at least one of those over to December or January, perhaps.
Yeah, I think World of Final Fantasy was done really well in like this like a January spot or something like that.
Yeah.
There's
I will say the special edition looks cool though.
There is other news. There's the special editions. It comes with a 3D pop-up book, World of Final Fantasy, and if you pre-order it, various versions, it comes with Japanese VO. What do you think of that being a sort of a bonus, Japanese VO? Do you think that should be a bonus? Should this be in the game anyway?
It should definitely be in the game anyway, but I can kind of see their thinking with it. If they just want to get more people interested in the pre-order, but
yeah.
I mean, if you look at all of them, I think they've all got pretty ridiculous pre-order editions.
Yeah.
Square have been kind of doing that in the last sort of like 18 to 12 months. So I don't know if that seems to be where they're trying to obviously get less sales but more money from those sales, perhaps.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. They're obviously just hitting their fan base, but yeah, I don't think you're going to get someone buy the 80 quid version of 15, the 60 quid version of Tomb Raider, and then the 90 quid edition of World of Final Fantasy. I don't think people are doing that.
No.
Not as well as Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, not you know what I mean? Like all the games that come out that time of year.
Yeah. It just seems like a very Nintendo thing to do, release everything in one sort of go. I know they are spread and some people won't.
Nintendo don't release 3 games in the same month.
Oh, they have done it before. Sticking on Square is Kingslave is I think now available to watch in Japan. It will be coming to cinemas in the United States in 19th of August, but also will be the 30th of August will be on like the PlayStation Network to watch it. So that's a month beforehand. I presume it will be the same for Europe. Are you sort of pleased that you're going to be able to get like Final Fantasy content before the game comes out? Like I've pre-ordered the special edition, so I'm getting it on Blu-ray. But
you are. I'm no longer because I cancelled that pre-order.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to lose my faith a little bit in the game. But I think it helps. Cause I think the story, like I said, is sort of semi-prequel, semi-alongside from a different time scale. So, and with the anime, it's really good to get you into the world, I guess.
Yeah. Square have said you can play the game without watching the film, and watching the film without playing the game, etc. But obviously, it's going to add content to all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'm interested. Get me like if I watch that before, get me more hype, I suppose, for 15. Out
Yeah,
of
for
those
sure.
four games, 15 is the one I'm most excited for. Then World of Final Fantasy, because I'm not a huge Dragon Quest fan. I've only really played Heroes and a bit of some DS ones, and not into Minecraft. So World and 15 are the ones I might be looking at picking up out of them. You, the same mostly, just those two. If you do pick up 15,
Royal Final Fantasy I'm quite interested in. 15 I am going to wait for reviews and stuff.
yeah,
I'm not fussed about Tomb Raider. Kind of interested in Dragon Quest, but like I said, there's so many games coming out at that time. It's one that it will get picked up later on in the year, probably on the Vita, I imagine.
Right. News bit number 2. Pac-Man Championship 2 is coming, and that's going to be in September.
Yeah.
Did you like the last one on like Xbox Live?
It
came on PSN quite late.
It did. It started. The original version started off on 360, and then they did the Plus edition or whatever. I've 100% in both of those games on Xbox 360. So, yep, definitely. Pac-Man 256 was also pretty good. It came out recently, so
Yeah.
nice to see the pack back on top.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm quite pleased. I played the 361. I think it's Championship Deluxe or something like that. It's the one I played.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I remember I was in the top 100 on one of the like maps or something for quite a while. So I'm pleased to come into anything. It's September. There's going to be a lot of games to play. I know it's like a small pick up and play game, so it might not be too bad. Number 3, System Shock Remake has been confirmed it will be coming to PS4 due to demand. The game is scheduled for early 2018.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like we're talking about, like games in 2018, and obviously we've seen like Death Stranding, which is mostly going to be far after.
Yeah, 2019, I think at least.
Yeah.
If I'm honest. Yeah, I mean it's a weird one to announce so early because
Well, it's a Kickstarter, isn't it? That's the
it's
thing.
like Shenmue. Like people are really excited for Shenmue, but you're gonna forget about Shenmue.
Yeah. No one's going to forget about Shenmue.
Everyone will. Everyone will forget. Everyone will forget. Oh yeah, it's coming out. The mainstream, anyway, the fans.
Yeah, the only thing is, I suppose, because it's a Kickstarter, you have to announce it because games take a long time to make, especially decent ones.
They do, Chris. They do.
Yeah. So number 4, we got 2 new characters confirmed out of San Diego Comic-Con for Injustice 2. That will be Wonder Woman, which looks more like the film Wonder Woman now, which is a little bit weird that they haven't made Aquaman look like the film Aquaman.
Like Jason Momoa, like a sexy big beast man that he is.
Yeah, and the other character is Blue Beetle,
who is one of the second tier, maybe third tier DC characters. He's quite a cool character. He'd be quite a cool character in a fighting game, to be honest.
And the other little bit of news is Laura Bailey will be voicing Supergirl, and apparently Supergirl is like a big part of the story this time around.
Yeah.
So
all the trailers have been quite important for her.
Yeah, obviously there's that TV series. I've not actually seen it, and I don't know if it's any good, but Supergirl seems to be, because there's a new Supergirl comic coming soon as well. So DC are putting a low behind.
Trying to catch up. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, sort of catch up. So that's Injustice news. So it's quite good. Number 5.
Yeah, again.
Big news. We're getting not 1, but 2 Sonic games in 2017.
My God, and both of them look relatively promising.
Yeah, these one of them is Sonic Mania, which is a 2D game, which will have levels from the classic Mega Drive / Genesis games by Christian something and
Christian Whitehead. Yeah, so he's the guy that did all the recent ports.
His ports for mobile. He's a big Sonic and Sega fan. He runs.
Is
he?
Yeah, smart guy.
Yeah, and there's a few other studios like something and someone else, but basically Sega are overseeing it, the lead of Sonic team, but Sega aren't actually doing it themselves, which to me is like a good thing, because I would not let Sega really near anything, but they are doing Project Sonic, which is the 2017 proper sort of 3D one.
Sonic Generations 2, right?
No, they've confirmed it isn't Generations 2.
But it's got the old.
Yeah, it has got
Sonic.
classic Sonic in it, and it's got new Sonic. And I wouldn't be surprised if they put Sonic Boom Sonic in it as well.
Oh god, hope not.
And they have all three Sonics, and it's like,
Oh,
because
please
the
don't.
trailer has 3 Eggman Death Trooper things, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's like all 3 Sonics. And obviously the TV show is really good, pretty decent, so it's the comic of Sonic
It is,
Boom.
but it's not done by Sonic Team, is it? That whole thing is a Western.
Yeah, I know, but I still got this weird feeling they might put it in, and it's like the 3 Eggmans, and that's why you got the 3 Death Suits.
Yeah. I think the biggest news with Sonic 17 is that it's coming to NX. I think that's probably the biggest. I know this is PlayStation, but that's probably the biggest news. Is PS4. Xbox,
yeah, and
NX.
they made sure to make a song and dance about it. It's the Sonic team that worked on Colors and Generations, the sort of 2 last good sort of 3D Sonics. I expect the team worked on all the other crappy ones as well, but
yeah, I think they worked on Unleashed and
yeah,
Shadow the Hedgehog.
but they're like, I think they're going right. We know Colors and Generations are well liked. We're going to copy those sort of games. Here we go, sort of thing. Huge Sega fan. I'm, really pleased to see, especially the 2D one. So very excited in spring.
Yeah, Sonic, and we'll point out as well, because I don't think you mentioned that Sonic mainly will have new levels as well. Yeah. It's not just classic.
Yeah, have new levels.
And the one they showed looks really good. To be fair, like, that game looks beautiful. Like the sprite work's really good on it as well. So
yeah,
I think we're both pretty excited for that one.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Number 6, we got some news about remasters, etc. Dead Rising games will be coming in September. Last time they were only rumours when we talked about them, but they will be coming in September. The Marvel games also were just rumours, are actually out now to buy for 45 quid for the pair of them. That seems really expensive to me, and 30 for if you buy them separately. A lot of people were thinking, is Activision basically got licenses running up and they're just releasing everything before their licenses run up and get as much money as they can possibly get. Because Transformers Fall of Cybertron trophies have always been spotted as well. So, for Activision goodness.
Yeah, that's the word for it.
Yeah, so that's mostly going to be like 30 quid. This is the thing, they want to get as much money back as possible, it seems, for these licenses they got. And then they're charging like 30 quid for them. It's like, if you only care about getting some money back with license go, if they put the 2 Marvel games out for 15 quid each, I would buy them both. Just like, I like Marvel. We could have like a co-op let's play of something of them, that would be great. I know there's going to be some work going into them, but I expect there's a lot of people like me going, yeah, 10-15 quid, I'll give them a go. Surely it's better to sell more copies cheaply than sell like 100 copies at like 30 quid or something. I don't know how that sort of works, but I would think, okay, I can sell 1,000 copies at 15 quid, or I can sell 200 at 30 quid. I can sell 1,000 copies at 15 quid or something.
Yeah, I think
that's my fault.
I don't know.
They don't.
Activision are too comfortable with their big games. I think it protects them from a lot of bad business decisions.
Yeah. And the last one is Darksiders 1 is getting the remaster treatment for PS4, Xbox One, and Wii U. Woohoo! Yeah.
So I'm sure you can guess right now which version I'll be buying for this.
Yeah, and that's like the big Wii U game of the year.
I'll be getting that sweet Wii U version. It actually makes a lot of sense because they've just redone 2.
Yeah.
They're almost certainly going to announce 3 next year. So obviously they've had that license now for a little while. So yeah, it makes sense. I don't think Darksiders 1 was as good as 2, but it depends how much they remaster, I suppose.
Yeah. I don't think that much because it is coming to the Wii U. I don't see them doing
yeah,
that
and
much
it's
more.
budget as well, isn't it? It's $20.
Yeah.
It's about 15 quid. So I'll pick it up.
It'll be Legend of Kai all over again.
Oh god.
Number 7. No Man's Sky will not need PlayStation Plus, which I personally think is a good, sort of a big deal, because obviously if it's an online-only sort of game, then you have to pay for Plus if you don't want Plus. But now obviously they've confirmed it won't need Plus, so that's a good thing. That's if the game isn't delayed, because certain companies said they stole their super formula.
The war goes on.
Yes, it's just strange. That game just needs to come out.
And then worry about stuff afterwards.
Yeah.
It's just weird one, but they did say the reason it's only 6 gigs was maths, and it's this super formula maths, whatever that is.
Yeah, that's what we talked about it last week, didn't we? So.
Yeah.
we'll see what happens with that one.
Yeah, so because that's out pretty soon. And the last bit of news is number 8, Summer Night 6. I think it's Lost Borders is the sort of like subtitle. Will be coming to PS4 and Vita. It's early next year, I think February, so February 2017. Have a Vita game. Summer Night, I've never played one. This is a 6-1, but I think famously when we did our first ever pod of war, we looked at all the games coming. Summer Night 5 was listed as a PSP game, and that was like this year. So it's finally making the transition, I think, from PSP to Vita and / PS4.
So that's going to be a strange one.
Yeah, because like how many people would have played them? Okay, the PSP was a popular console, but did you hear anyone or see anyone play Summer Night 5 on PSP / Vita?
Nope. Nope. So I haven't, which is usually a bad indication.
Yeah, so I don't really know about that one at all. If it's going to be good, bad. Well, they must be selling to make 6 of them, but I honestly don't know. But Japan, basically keeping that Vita alive, and I presume because of the West, PS4 is so popular, poured it over.
Those Japanese exclusives.
Yes. Right, and then, like always, what have we been playing? So, what have you been playing?
Well, on PlayStation, as we always talk about, me and you drift between all our consoles like madmen. On PlayStation, on the Vita, I've been playing Orochi Tainted Bloodlines.
Yeah, I downloaded that. I've not played it. What's it like? Any good?
It's really fun. It's kind of like a weird. It's got a mixture of the turn-based combat with this kind of weird roguelike system, a rogue legacy system that we use. It's a generational, so you level up a generation. You don't sort of level up sort of one set of characters like their kids and their grandkids and all that kind of stuff. It's really cool. The art style's beautiful. It's fun for a free game. Can't really go wrong.
No.
And other than that, I've just been playing GTA 5's Cunning Stunts DLC.
Right.
Which is outstanding.
Yeah, you were getting really back into GTA 5.
Yeah, I'm playing it right now. Actually, it basically turns GTA into like Trials Fusion racing game almost.
Right.
Like it's so fun. It really is. It's such a like all the new cars and like sports cars and stuff. Like if you like GTA, it's a brilliant free bit of DLC, and I think they're really doing a good job with their online DLC.
Any retro stuff that could be PlayStation based?
No, not really. I mean, I've been obviously playing Legacy Undercover on the Wii U, which is a great game. Shame it's exclusive to the Wii U, to be honest with you, but it's a fantastic game.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, just been busy working on games, unfortunately, Chris. But,
yeah.
What have you been playing?
Mainly Overwatch. Some reason, like, Overwatch is a game I've been playing in, like, spells for ages and ages. Like, I got a spare half an hour here before something I want to watch just comes on TV. Got a spare hour here. But I've not really felt like, obviously July, you set me, like, the challenge of not buying any games. So I really want to play Hyper Light Drifter, which came out yesterday. Not bought it. I'm going to wait, obviously, until 1st of August. It's still on offer till the 3rd of August. So I can still get it in that cheaper price. But I've not really felt like going, let's play Gravity Blast or let's play Lego or something, like finish the game. Like since Uncharted, I've not really like sat down and played anything. So Overwatch, like spells, but the last few days I've been playing it for like gone from half an hour spells to like 2 to 3 hour spells in the game. Because if you're watching this, I'm only like level 19 almost, and level 25 is when competitive is an option. So I think I've been playing mainly this, and I think that's actually about it really. I don't think I've been playing anything even on any other consoles. Like the rest of the world, betraying Pokemon, Pokemon Go, like the rest of the sort of world, but that's about summer lull. But I was going to use the summer lull to catch up and play all the games, and I've not actually done that at all. If I used all of July, I could have mostly finished Gravity Rush Remastered easily, and I reckon I could finish Lego easily, and maybe even Ratchet Clank, and I've done none of that whatsoever. So,
yeah, I think it's difficult after a big game like Uncharted as well. Like a lot of stuff doesn't feel as good.
Yeah, it's not like
Uncharted was a game you just sit there and play as well.
Yeah, and it's like this, like next month, like I said, No Man's Sky, that could possibly be a big game that I play hours into. But Deus Ex, I'm definitely going to do that. I reckon I'll just sit and play that until it's finished. Because it's that sort of game.
And now Batman's probably the next thing I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Game. That's what we're getting to now. We're getting to the like big games. You know, Final Fantasy 15. We talked about it, but that's going to be like a game I just play. If obviously it lives up to expectations, it might not be. Yeah. So yeah, an odd one. So that's sort of what we've been playing one. But anyway, as you may know from previous, we're both wrestling fans. Do you watch Battleground?
I did. I've watched Battleground. I've watched Raw and SmackDown since as well, and it seems to be going in the right direction, Chris.
Yes,
in the right direction.
It does seem to be going in the right direction. Well, if you don't know, they split the two brands down, and they've done a draft. So they basically in American football, etc. At the end of the year, like sort of the end of the year, start of the season, they draft like the rookies, etc. and stuff, teams. So sort of like transfers, if you like over here thinking like, teams, at the moment are buying players, transfers and stuff like that. Like so, like Man City bought Leo and things like that, and Leeds most probably sold their best player to some other team.
Yeah, but we've bought some good players, mate. Shit, man. I bought Rob Green, to be quiet.
Yeah, I suppose.
Real team. Anyway, football aside. So what Chris is trying to get to?
Well, I had the idea is, people have talked about it before, PlayStation All-Stars 2, now obviously PlayStation 4 is really popular, and now like things like PlayStation Experience, and the 20th anniversary of PlayStation a few, was it like 1 or 2 years ago? PlayStation fan base seems slightly more popular than it's ever been, so I think an All-Stars 2 would make sense, but what All-Stars 1 lacked, it didn't have like a story mode or anything, and that's what makes fighting games like Injustice so good. So we're talking about Supergirl, it's going to be like a big story thing, and in Injustice 1 the characters are split, so it's like one side it's like Superman, one side Batman sort of thing. So the idea we're going to do a draft of PlayStation characters. One side's going to be Dave, one side's going to be me. And basically, if the game had a story mode, this would be the two like rosters battling it out for like the end of the story, like Injustice, like I said, or Civil War in Marvel and stuff like that. So as
Indeed,
it was my idea and stuff, I'm actually going to let you go first, Dave.
Okay, well, so I'm going to go. What would be my team's captain?
Yeah.
My team's leader. My team's main man.
Yeah.
Would be Nathan Drake.
Nathan Drake, yeah, that's a good choice. That's good.
Obviously, Nathan Drake's arguably the most popular first-party character right now, I guess.
Yeah, I would
coming off
that.
of the Uncharted games. Obviously, he was in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Which I will say is a very underrated game. But
yeah, I played it on Vita, and it's actually not too bad. It's on sale at the moment, like on Vita and PS3. So.
It's £4 right now, so if you haven't played it, you also get a PS3 version with it as well. But yeah, I think Nathan Drake would be the good opening. My champion, my WWE champion would be Nathan Drake.
Right, my champ, my number one pick. There can only be one. Crash Bandicoot.
It's an interesting pick. We've both gone for Naughty Dog characters.
Well, technically mine's an Activision character, but
Oh, you know what I mean. He was a Naughty Dog. No, we don't think about Crash after Naughty Dog.
Yeah. I like the rules are the can pick characters associated to PlayStation, and obviously Crash is sort of coming back to PlayStation. Crash is because he's like a wrestling analogy. He is the John Cena of PlayStation.
How? Other than that, he wears jean shorts.
Yeah, he wears jean shorts, and he's got a attitude, and he's he's gonna win all the fights and make PlayStation great.
Make PlayStation great then.
Yeah.
Okay then. Well, my number 2 pick again. I'm gonna go really obvious for all mine. I'm gonna go Kratos, the God of War.
That
he's by far the best fighting game character.
Yeah.
As in, Just look at him in Mortal Kombat 9, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
The reason I bought that game on PS3 was to play as Kratos.
Mm.
And I kind of make it new Kratos just to be a bit more interesting with his beard and his child and stuff, with his crazy axe. But yeah, he's a character that's sort of still on the rise, still a big PlayStation first-party character. So
yeah,
Kratos, the God of War.
Yeah, that is good. My number 2 pick will be Aloy.
From future game Horizon Zero Dawn.
Exactly. I think she would also make great characters with a bow and arrow and stuff like that. Could play like compared to like a fighting game, a bit like Green Arrow or something in the Injustice games. Is imagining how she was playing, or a bit like Link in Smash Bros. That sort of thing. Think she can be a popular character. She seems fairly popular from what I've seen already. So yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Wow, my number 3 again, another obvious one that is hot right now.
Yeah.
I'll go for Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah. Oh, so you're gonna pair them together?
We'll pair them together. They're a tag team, same as Jack and Daxter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're just great characters. Their games are great.
Yeah.
Probably the best platformers on there at the minute. So.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank.
Man. That's a good one. Right, so my number 3 is, you've actually just said them, Jax and Daxter.
Yeah, can't argue with those guys. Again, a lot of these characters are actually in that game already, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, so I think them to have like a team, possibly could play a little bit like, I suppose a bit like Ice Climbers or something, but no, in Mortal Kombat X you have that really big dude and then little dude on the back of him. I can't remember what his name is.
Yeah,
a bit like that. So Daxter would be on the back of Jack and stuff like that, sort of thing. Well, that would be my number 3. What about a number 4 pick from you then?
Oh, my number 4. But my number 4 pick will be, I think. I'm gonna go for Delsin from Infamous Second Son. Because I think Cole's boring, so Delsin's pretty funny, and of course it's my boy Troy Baker. So that's who my number 4 pick is.
That is a good number 4 pick. I like that number 4 pick. Number 4 from me, I'm going to pick you from Journey. I don't know actually what the character's called. Traveller or something like that? Drifter?
Yeah.
So, you know who I mean. I just think that could be like a really sort of like. I'm trying to think how they would actually fight in a fighting game, but I think that that should sort of be in, due to history, PlayStation stuff should be a character in the game. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm going to go for merchandise with my number 5 pick. My number 5 pick is Teddy from Persona 4.
Ooh, yeah. That.
Now, I
good.
almost went for my girl Chie Satonaka because she's more of a fighting game kind of character, but I think Teddy is the face of Persona 4. So I think Teddy would be a fantastic addition to my fighting game roster.
So that's your 5th pick. So my 5th
Number 5.
pick. My 5th pick. I'm going to pick Cat from Gravity Rush.
Oh, another good pick. Another good Vita pick.
Yeah, because obviously in a thing. I don't know if I actually would stick with Cat or maybe put Raven in instead. But I think obviously Cat is more well known. I think Raven would appear in like the cutscenes or something.
Lovely. Well, I've got another good one. Number 6.
Yeah.
Number 6 is going to be Father Gascoigne from Bloodborne. First villain of the picks.
Yeah.
Really iconic fighting game looking character, especially with the dual forms. And obviously Bloodborne's a big PlayStation exclusive, so I'm going to go for Father Gascoigne.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. My next choice is character I think most people would associate with PlayStation, especially from the PlayStation 1 game of the series. It did appear on other consoles, but I think nearly everyone played it on PlayStation. It was originally a GameCube exclusive, the next game he sort of appeared in, but again, it's on PlayStation and stuff like that. And with Resident Evil 7 coming up, my choice will be Leon S. Kennedy.
Good choice.
Yeah.
I think Resi 2 is a well-known PS1 game. Even
Yeah,
if
it came to
Dreamcast,
N64, it came to Dreamcast, it came to the Tiger Gamecom.
came to the GameCube as well.
Yeah, I own the yeah. So yeah, it's been on like everything. But I think if you ask people what console is Resident Evil 2 on, they would get PlayStation. So yeah, so Leon S. Kennedy. So your number 6, is it?
My number 6. Ooh.
Or 7?
I'm looking for iconic. It's my number 6. Number 6, iconic PlayStation character.
Yeah.
Character that people bought PlayStations to play.
Yeah.
Even though it's not a PlayStation exclusive, I'm going to go CJ from GTA San Andreas.
I can see why. I don't know if it's really that could have fit PlayStation.
It would be him or the lead character for Vice City. I mean, everyone played those games on.
Yeah, yeah. But didn't like San Andreas came exactly the same time for Xbox or something? I can't.
It did,
remember.
but everyone played that on PlayStation.
Yeah.
That's a very it's the same as like the argument I suppose of like Resi. Like people played that more on.
Yeah,
PlayStation 2.
that's yeah, I can get it. Right, so my number 6 will have to be. I'm going to go right. She's celebrating her 20th birthday this year. Everyone would think she's a PlayStation character, even though in recent years she hasn't been. But Lara Croft.
She's a Sega Saturn character.
Yeah, technically she's a Sega Saturn character, but we're not going to get into technical.
Yeah,
most people.
Lara needs representation, I think.
Yeah, that was my first game I played on PS1 was Tomb Raider.
Mine was Rayman, which is a Jaguar game. So.
Yeah.
Number 7. The only problem is like a lot of apart from Teddy, I think all of our characters are quite human looking, which is very PlayStation-y, I guess. Number 7. But I'm gonna go for a character that I don't really think is that great a character, but is very PlayStation, very modern PlayStation. So I'm gonna go for Sackboy.
Yeah.
Because that's very much the PS3 era, and he was great on Vita as well. But personally, I'm not that big a Little Planet fan.
Yeah.
But number 7, Sackboy.
Alright, my number 8 is going to be it's gonna like take on, you know, the cuteness of Teddy, and that is gonna be Mr. Drippy from Ni no Kuni.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
Who obviously might appear in the second one, we hope.
Yeah, that was
I was thinking of Oliver, but obviously the second one's got a different prince boy. I can't even remember what his name is. So yeah, Mr. Drippy, and then like you said, he's not a human-like character as well. So yeah, it'd be cool.
So I suppose my number 8.
Yeah.
My number 8. I can't remember the guy's name, which is really annoying. It's the Hellgas commander from 2 and 3.
Yeah, I sort of.
He was the guy that was in the remake. I love Killzone's one of my favourite franchises, so I can't believe I can't remember the guy's name. Something Ev or whatever. Hellgas are a great PlayStation sort of icon at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, Killzone needs a representation.
Yeah.
With that guy.
Yeah, that's. I can see why. Right, so my number 8 is going to be. I can't actually remember his name either. It's something from the Medieval series.
Daniel Petescu, isn't it? Something like that.
Something like that. He's going to be in it.
Nice.
Yeah, and I reckon he can like take his head off or something and like chuck it at the opponents and things like that. So that's my choice. So you're number 9.
My number 9 is it's a character I can't believe you haven't already picked.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick him.
Yeah.
He's the only exclusive version of this character.
Yeah.
So mine would be Old Solid Snake.
Okay, so Old Snake.
Old Snake, the only exclusive character to PlayStation. So, Old Snake.
Yeah. I think Snake has to be in the game. Raiden was in the last one. I don't really get Raiden. Really didn't make any sense to me. I think most people play Metal Gear Solid 2 on PlayStation, a bit like Grand Theft Auto, and obviously Metal Gear Solid 4 he is in it in like cutscenes and that. And then obviously Revengeance, wherever it was. I expect the same more people playing on PlayStation than Xbox, just due to people think Metal Gear as PlayStation series. It's just just how it sort of has been. Yeah, so I think it's a great choice. So is this my number 9 choice?
Is your number 9?
My number 9 is going to be. Who is going to be number 9? Joel and Ellie as a team.
Nice. You from The Last of Us?
Yeah. I think I got to go with team because I can't really put Ellie in on her own. So I think they got to go in together as some sort of team.
Well, I'm going to go for my number 10. My last pick is going to be the first gimmick character in the game.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow on from the example set in, I believe it was called Sega Arcade Fighters.
Yeah.
And mine will be from Gran Turismo, the Master MX-5.
No. Why? That's just so stupid.
It's a gimmick. Well, Sega did it with the Daytona fighting car in that fighting game.
Sega,
with the wheels with hands and stand up. So, Gran Turismo is the biggest first party product from Sega Sony. So needs to be represented. I think the MX-5 would be a good choice.
Yeah, but wouldn't it better just have like a racing car driver or something?
Can you name a racing car driver from Gran Turismo?
No, because it's like your avatar or something. Maybe
it's a reason why I wanted it to be a gimmick, Chris. This game's not going to happen, so it's okay. But hey, if Daytona USA gets their own fighting game character, then they're better damn straight the Gran Turismo is.
Right. So my number 10. This is a weird one because the character appears in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS, but I think he has to be in. But it will be the remake version, and that is Cloud.
Oh, Cloud. I love that the first HD version of Cloud in a video game is on the Wii U.
Yeah. But I think Cloud has to be in. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII. I
think Final Fantasy would need representation. Yeah, I would, again, like, there's actually lots of ones that we've missed. I think if we're going to go for Square Enix one, I'd probably go for Sora. Or
Sora. Sora might have been a better pick, but I just think Final Fantasy VII is a big part of PlayStation's history, and obviously the whole deal with the remake, and obviously 7 coming to PlayStation 3 of the Steam version and stuff like that, and big deal with like E3, and Cloud makes the most sort of sense. Unless I haven't really got a villain on my team, so I could change him to Sephiroth instead, but yeah.
Yeah, I think what this whole little jokey exercise sort of highlights is that one, they should definitely make another one of those games.
Yeah.
It's a bit better. And 2, there is a lot of characters you could choose from. You could probably make a 40-strong roster.
Yeah, we could make a big roster, because you could think like Dante, possibly, from Devil May Cry.
Yeah, you've got lots of
You could have like Lightning, obviously, from Final Fantasy Square.
You could have hundreds of Final Fantasy characters. You could have the guy from Siphon Filter, you could have Bubsy, the Bobcat, you could have any of the great characters from years gone by.
You could have the 2 little weird cat things that are mascots in Japan.
Yeah, Toro.
Yeah. You could have more villains, obviously, Dr. Cortex,
the guy from
Elena Fisher.
Lots. Hundreds of characters.
The red-headed woman from Heavenly Sword that was in
again,
Rico.
In the actual game, you could have Victor goddamn Sullivan.
Yeah. So like we said, Sony has got some great characters, mainly all sort of realistic-y characters, unless they.
Yeah, I think that's why Smash Bros always has that advantage.
Yeah,
because Nintendo's
even the realistic characters like Zelda and Link still.
Yeah, like it's still not that like like the realistic characters like when they had Snake and Bayonetta, I suppose you could argue they still kind of work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say if you're interested to pick that game up for $3.99 right now on PS3, and it's probably worth it. To be honest with you, I think the online's still okay. Like, there's not going to be a lot of players, but because it's dual, it's cross-play. It's really odd game to be had on it.
Yeah. yeah, and that's about anything. Anything else? Any last thoughts?
No, I suppose that's really it for me. Again, it's been a very slow couple of months for games,
Yeah,
especially PlayStation.
since E3, it's been like,
It's been
sort of
only
waiting.
Nintendo news really, because I suppose they're the only company that are really showing, but didn't show anything off at E3. Same as Sega, I suppose.
Yeah,
That was definitely light on Sony and Xbox news.
yeah, and yeah, at the moment.
But will we see the Neo this year, Chris? Will we see the Neo this year?
I think so.
That's the only bit of news really we can have at this point, I think.
Yeah, obviously
delays to Last Guardian.
there's still obviously Last Guardian. And we still hopefully got a conference at Paris Games Week and GTS. Like there was a conference this morning in China which showed some Final Fantasy 15 footage. I don't know if it showed anything else interesting, but you know, it's still
So we're still hanging on. That's what we're saying. We're still hanging on.
yeah.
But yeah, so Chris, where can people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at Masofdas or on YouTube where there's a go Massive Biohouse.
Massive Biohouse, which you should really change to Massive Dad.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I changed that, but hey, what you can do.
You catch me at EofGizmo. Catch the show at Pod of Wars.
Yeah.
I believe there's going to be a G-Namer podcast going.
There will be.
We haven't had a
G-Namer podcast for quite a while, but like Dave said, there's quite a bit of Nintendo news of late since E3, so we'll be talking all the Nintendo news and possibly what those guys have been playing on Nintendo consoles.
Yeah, I'm sure
otherwise
there'll be
it could be obviously
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, otherwise between me and Luke there'd be a lot of retreading with Gustus and Pod of War, so we're trying to keep it strictly Nintendo, but you never know, an odd few things might pop up on that as well.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. Thank you for watching, everyone, and we will see you next week.
Time.
I'm not a young man.